River left Hollywood for the wild. Bear Dan Ranch from when he was a child. Chasing elk with a rifle in hand. Stumbles through the woods like quicksand. Short tries to hunt white-tailed deer. Trips over roots, can't see real clear. Crosses creeks with boots soaked through. Mud on his face, nothing he can do. Clumsy river falling down. In the woods, he don't make a sound. Gets the Jeep stuck on them rocks. Screaming at the sky while the engine locks. Clumsy river falling down. In the woods, he don't make a sound. Gets the Jeep stuck on them rocks. Screaming at the sky while the engine locks. Grandpa's lodge is his new home. Rustic field where the wild things roam. Bears roam free, ain't no joyride. He's all tangled up in that rustic pride. Short legs can reach them pedals strong. Over the wheel he can see that long. Sheep's a beast, river's just a pond. Lost in the wild with each new dawn. Clumsy river falling down. In the woods he don't wear a crown. Gets the Jeep stuck on them rocks. Screaming at the sky while the engine locks. On them rocks, screaming at the sky while the engine locks. The engine locks.
There we go. Clumsy River. Punk rock cover. Alright, time for another stream. Get my little thing set up here. Got my cat in the way. Turn the timer off. Get my fancy happy moose out of the way. There we go. So I'll do a little bit of a stream, see if anybody swings by. We can talk about the new herd management update. So on the screen, you're going to see the update 1.26.7 at the bottom. It's not out yet, coming out on Monday. I wasn't sure if I should do this just the night before it comes out or Saturday, but anyways, we'll do it now. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna hang around. I'm gonna check a few things out. And as per, maybe check another map out as well. Because I haven't really looked at the other maps. And then I also don't know how buggy it is, because some of my stuff isn't happening in other people's. But there's not a very big pool of players that tested it. So I don't know. We'll load in. I got a few things to check out. And yeah, anybody pops in with any kind of questions, I'll do my best to answer them about it. What I know. I don't know everything though, of course. We load in. Playing on hiker, I'm kind of hoping I get this little new hiker indicator from where the hit was, but haven't seen that yet. It could just be my game's broken, I don't know. So, here's the fancy herd management screen on the map now. First thing I want to check out, we're going to filter by elk. I'll go. Let's find the elk here. There we go. Because, how many elk do I have to fight with here? Alright, because this is all primary habitat for these guys. Did they sort themselves out? No, they almost did. these guys talk to each other, and these two intermingle. This guy goes with these three. This guy goes with these guys. This guy goes with this guy and this guy. So they're all kind of spread over the place. This guy goes with this guy. Yeah, see, there's so many of these elk. They're like split in half. It's like the habitat is split, but doesn't show it. So, yeah, these are all the Hallowitch ones. What I'm gonna do is target a couple here. Probably these 13%ers. And I want to see if they change the 14% guys. The problem is, well, we'll see how success we get. I gotta knock out a lot of low-fit ones. And we're on the first day of a new year, so got lots of time. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I really want to see if these elk are really mingling with each other or not, or if it's just like a bug that's just temporarily affecting them. So that's what we're going to take a look at here. And this is interesting too, because this elk's in a secondary. But he doesn't act like other secondaries. Or these elk don't. Because other secondaries... I guess I can't really show them. I don't know. All depends on the animal. Yeah, look at the Highland goes way up here. Like, yeah, see, the Highland forest is such a big habitat. I think they've got them split in half. But I'm not sure. Oh, there seems to be more 14%ers. Look how far they go. Alright, let's target the 13s. See if we can figure it out, because I don't have too many of the 13s. These are the solos. Alright, I know this guy well. G'day there, Norm, how you doing? Been a while. Highland make 5-star. Yeah, they do. You can see on the little fancy graph, they go all the way up to 100%. You can pull a 100%er out of here. I'm looking at the small number right now to try to see if I can get them in line with the rest of them. So we're gonna do the drink zones. We're gonna check this guy out. I don't know what I've got with me though. What do we got with me? 243. I don't know if I want that kind of challenge level, do I? We should probably just use like the 270 or something. 270 is excellent. Rifle. I always do like the 7mm 08 for a little bit of a challenge. Ah, let's give it a go. Why not? Haven't used it in a while. It's a good rifle. Nice challenging one. I don't remember the ammo for it though. So I'll just use the power shock. I don't think it had too much of a difference. On the 7mm 08, I can't really remember. Elk call? I don't know, I don't really like using them. We'll throw it in anyways. We'll go to 9 in the morning. Maybe we'll go a little bit ahead, maybe watch them walk in. Hello, Mad Dog. Really wish they would have added a 3rd weapon slot. Kind of annoying I have to take a bow or crossbow to have something for every species. Well, Wave Hunter, you know, I can use every gun for every species, really. I know what you mean. Just use a shotgun. The new and improved shotguns. Oh, should we use our Kawasaki? Let's go Kawasaki. Norm says the 270. Oh no, I grabbed the 7mm 8. I wanted a bit of a challenge. 270. That'd be too easy. Take down elk with it, really. Too easy. Oh wait, I don't want actually. I want to fast travel, don't I? They're too far away. Go here. Do a little fast travel. Don't even need a vehicle. And of course, the objective thing still, you can't get rid of this HUD stuff. Like the bottom left one will go away, the objectives won't until you hit the O button, but then it just comes back again. So you just spend your entire time hitting the O button. Is there parking at this? No, alright, we'll do it we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We won't be using the Kawasaki. And advertise today for them. Best bear genetics? Good question. Hold on, I got the bears turned off. Bear. There's a bunch of solo ones, so you won't get anything for solos. Let's take a look at the bears. Highland Forest primary bears on my map. I have it shimmied to the right. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's hard to count the darn bars. Hold on, that's 95, 90, 85, 80, 75. See, I wish they just like in the middle wrote the darn average number in the middle instead of having to fight with it. 'Cause I moved it over 10%, so it should be 65%. Where they're sitting at right now. And I haven't done anything with these bears, so they just got higher fit on their own. Oh, look. This black bear doesn't talk to this black bear. So basically, if they're in the same habitat, they all should be sharing the same little bell bar graph. This one's like a year ahead. So I don't know if it's a bug with mine or not. See, these bears are all happily getting along, but this one's not. So the bears are the same way. I've got bears that aren't matching the other bears. Five for each one, what, Norm? Down, so if you want black bear genetics, it's just down here. Now, it says it's in red, but that's only because my little bell curve is shifted. That's... Now, I haven't been messing around with these, so this is just basically an old bear died, and then he got replaced by a slightly less fit bear. But yeah, you just want to go down here to Hallowich for these bears. Because you won't get any below 50. So that's 50... 60, yeah, so you're looking at 65, 70 average. Like the most likely fitness you'll get for these bears. Down here in Hallowich World. Don't let the red throw you off. That's just an old high fit bear. Like a 90% bear probably died and got replaced with like a 75% or something. Each bar? Yeah, each bar is 5. But the trouble with that is, like trying to do it with like the blocks, it's because you need the averages in between 2 blocks, so you actually have to count the lines in between the blocks. So it's easier to do it by the lines, because the lines are, so this one would be, and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So the average should be right on 70 here. Problem is when I do it, now my eyes all go kind of blurry because since the bell curve like lands on 2 bars of the same height, you gotta hit the middle part. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, I'm reading a 70% in the middle there. Or most likely to get a 70% bear from there. And then in Hallowitch. Is it the same? This was easier to count. 60, 70. It's the same. So right now, I have as much chance... Well, not really, though, because this bell curve's smushed. So you're still better off with the Highland Forest. Because down here you can... Anyways, you're most likely to get a 70 out of all the ones that can roll here, and a 70 out of all the ones that can roll here. Just this one has a less range of what can roll. So that's the bears. They're also not mingling with each other. I watched your video earlier, and yep, hasn't changed. Still hurts my head with yeah. Well, it's mainly just... Yeah, the graphs are kind of challenging to read because it's all kind of smushed. Like, I see what they're trying to do. Like, I did recommend that they use color coding. And I'm not saying they listen to me, because it's pretty obvious they should be using color coding. Like, green for good, red for bad. So I'm glad they did that, but there's an awful lot of little bars here to try and make sense of. So they need to put another number, but you don't want to add another number, so I see why they didn't add another number, because then you have 4 numbers here. But you need one to indicate where the middle is. Because you don't know. It's kind of like it's a blur of green. But yeah, the best way I found to do it is count the lines between the bars, which makes it all more fuzzy. Yeah, if you had to get a 5-star black bear, no, they're really challenging. They take forever to grow up, so. Oh, black bears are a challenge. Oh, we got some whitetail burping off in the distance. We're not doing a whitetail today. That was one of the biggest surprises for me, was the west green, or west grassland and east grassland. I didn't see that coming at all. I was like, what is this? Never did the developers hint that the habitats are subdivided. But that's the only one I've noticed. I haven't had time to check all the other maps. So I've just been focusing on Nez just to keep it simple. I don't know how messy some of the other maps are. I should load into another one just to have a peek. But I'm hoping they fix this by Monday. The objectives in the top corner. Because you have to keep turning it off every single thing you do. Goodness, I've already got people finding the stream. Welcome to the stream. Do you have any questions about the update on Monday? Fire away. See what I can do to answer. I figured I might as well do something to help. I'm still wondering what they meant by more to hunt. I'm not sure what it means, but it means what I think it means. Bring on the mountain lions? Yeah. I think they're gonna bring out some other animals, right? NRG is a big puzzle. They're not, like, if you, by all logic... Well, how do I have a zone I haven't collected yet? This is a save that I've had for 3 years, or 2.5 years. Are you... No. This confuses me to no end. I've hunted this elk right here at this lake a dozen times or so. Like a dozen times or so in 2.5 years. And this is the route I always take to do it, for the most part. And how... I don't get it. Do these just start flashing on their own? Is it this guy's? What elk is this? Oh, it's this solo guy. I don't know. I guess I never got his own. It always drives me bonkers. Somehow I've missed the zone for so long. It took them a year to come up with this. Yeah, it took them a year to come up with it. That it really should have been in the game from the get-go. If they were gonna have... I sound like a broken record after a while. They, if you have a hunting game, or any kind of game, that has lots of other games in the market. I mean, there's not that many hunting games in the market, but, you need to flaunt your unique stuff. The stuff that makes you stand apart. And one of them is the herd management stuff, and they've never showed it off, really. Like, it's basically, we have herd management, trust us, it's there. There's nothing in the game that indicates that it's there. Just trust us, it's there, kind of thing. So at least they have it on display now. And they should have been doing that a while. I think any trailer they do for the game, I think they should redo the trailer. And at least have this, have a big, some kind of herd management thing flash by. Where all that. Yep, they bring more animals, more fur types. I'd love to see African DLC, yep. You and most of everybody. But energy seems to be immune to, no money or something. I don't know where... I don't know how they're going a year, like, without a map or DLC and stuff. Like, they will have DLC, but holy smokes. We got like 60 employees. I don't know how in the world they're doing this. Alright, we're gonna take this 2-star down. I don't think I get any closer. They're all buggered up. See, they're alert now. I don't think the call is gonna do anything. Wait till they calm down. Maybe that's potential for a new video. What new animals could come to way of the hunter? Yeah, I'm not really that kind of a YouTuber, though. It would just be me rambling about animals to bring to the game. I don't think it brings any value to anything. That's just my opinion on it. I don't, I would talk about it, but typically, like, in a video or on the stream or whatnot. These guys just walk away? Like, I prefer more to talk. See, I've pushed them away. Look at them all, though. That's a much better spot to see them all. I don't know if I'm gonna get to them. I might have to teleport them back. Like, if someone brings up, like, we need turkey to the game, then there's a conversation about that. But I'd like to have a conversation about something that's more, like, more specific. Like, if we get a hint that, like, turkey's coming to the game. Because like, just take that for example. A conversation topic is how in the world are they going to do the turkey? Because they have a horrible time with the bird models. And the turkey model would have to be very challenging. So that's my conclusion as to why turkey isn't in the game. I think it's beyond their... has been beyond their skill level. Even though apparently they do have a very good model person. At least one. But I think they put their top modeler on Kawasaki UTVs and firearms and stuff. I don't think they put them on the animals. And for a cougar. Should be able to see them up here. Elk are still super sensitive, even on hiker in the woods. At least they're calm. But they're, yeah, they're in there. inspection-y kind of mode here. How am I getting so many inspecting me? What the? I wonder if they made any changes to AI stuff. I haven't hunted enough to notice if they've done anything else to it. I don't like using the collar, so we're just going to be doing a best guess here. I got 2-star matures, 2 of them. 3 stars are going to stay. I need the older 2-star. And I'm not going to know which one's the older one. They look the same. So we'll just see what happens here. Got this big branch in the way on this guy. What's his range? Just 100. Easy shot for the 7mm 08. Turn this on. Was it this one? He's looking too good to shoot. Nah, this front one's worse. Yeah. We got a little soft point power shock. I'm gonna power shock the elk. This is a weird behavior. Elk don't do that in real life. You're not gonna all zombie me. They'd be trotting away by now. Trot away. No, clip into each other. I got two clipping into the... Oh, look at this. I'm gonna do a little higher up on the lung to make sure he goes down. Yeah, there he goes. There's a foxy. Let's see what the fox is. And a badger. They're just all hanging out at the water. I'm supposed to get a marker that drops, but I don't get the marker. I don't know. It could just be my save broken. Who knows? Hey, Blue Frognick. You would settle for a coyote in the 22-250? Nice. Hey, Barry. If they're not gonna fix being able to tell the difference between certain animals and groups, like the wolves and boar, they really need to make it so you can mark animals with a scope. Yeah, and they also should indicate which one's been hit before and stuff like that. There's a lot of it. A lot of the community is just, if it's the old community, it's just, we're just going in circles. This is all the same conversations for over 2 years. The game still gets new players all the time, so a lot of topics are still new to them. But, you know, it took 2 years for them to put this herd management UI thing in. So it'll be another 2 years before we get that, maybe. AI thumbnail of an upcoming animal: cougar in the center, turkey on the left, coyote on the right, all sitting around a table. Yeah. Yeah, you approach the clickbait kind of thing. Well, this was one of the 13% guys, right? Yeah, okay. So we're just watching these guys. Just want to see if it affects the other ones the same. I'm hoping he is low fit. I need like a good deal of low fit, but I didn't get a marker on the hit location, so I'm wondering how much of mine's broken. Oh, well, it hit exactly where I was aiming. There we go. You get the little ribbon, that just means the little the bracket that they're in. So this one's from 40 to 60. The next one's 60 to 80, and the next one's 80 to 100. That's fine, though. He should have some kind of effect. Not a whole lot, though. Let's go target the next one. And what we're going to do is going to try to take out one, like a low fit from each one of these. And then we'll go forward a year and just see how it affects them. Okay, that guy... Where's the other 13s? Here's a secondary one? Yeah. That's a 14. Here's another 13. Next target is this way. Yeah, these two. There we go. I got those drink zones marked. Let's go find these guys. Ah, this is an elk I haven't hunted too much. And probably only like once or twice since the game's release, really. It parks itself right outside of Dustin's cabin. Haven't been there in a while. Finally got a 5-star Mouflon on Transylvania. Nice. Still hunting away there, eh? Frognick? Oh, the wind's going right at him. See if they're there. Brings back memories down here. I remember doing videos long ago, encountering a bear that lives around here. Where is that bear? Right here, this guy. All the memories. Mad Dog beat Sniper Elite twice in Authentic, once on Game Pass and once... Holy smokes, Mad Dog. You're right into the Elite. I lose patience with Sniper Elite. I haven't beat it. I'm going to. I just don't know if I'm going to YouTube the last missions or not. I know I should, but YouTube channel's doing some changes, so... That's a lot of Sniper Elite, though. Good game. I never stealthy enough. I always get too impatient and just start shooting. I thought you had to shoot Animal Center before everything. Oh yeah, that's a good question, Norm. Did I bring that up in the video? I can't remember. That's actually an important thing. You don't unlock the encyclopedia entry until you harvest an animal over 70%. So it's an interesting choice they made there, because people will be trying to find it in the encyclopedia and they can't. And then the community manager, I think it was both of them were in there. They didn't know for sure, but they double checked on it, 70%. I didn't get it until I harvested a whitetail that was over 70. Well, that's a good thing to know. The other thing to know is with their FSR and DLSS changes, some will get horrible performance for the first 10 minutes that they load in. That's what happened to me. You took a break from the game, I hadn't played in a month, but as soon as I hop back in, I ran it nice. Yeah, it's good to take pauses, of course. I don't do much in here anymore. Figured I'd still... I'm interested in Nine Rocks games. Kind of like as a little hobby, just watch. No, they're a puzzle. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know where in the world their revenue's coming from. Like they got to be getting money from all the branding stuff, but it can't be that much to be sustaining 60 employees. So, you know, this isn't this. You know, they haven't released anything that makes the money since September of last year. this isn't gonna make the money. Like, it's a good thing to showcase now and down the road. It's not like anything, so that's why I thought the game was just kind of kaput. But they've never been logical. They just keep going. They actually hired another guy, Joey, they're calling him, is just about advertising and marketing, which the game needs, so that's good. So I don't understand how the business functions. So it's a little fascinating to me. It's like an impossible... It's been that way all along. It's always been fascinating. Like, what? Why are they adding cows hockeys to the game? This doesn't make any sense. So I'll always probably do way of the under stuff. I gotta see where the game eventually goes. Hey, Jason. I had a blast hunting down other players and their missions. Oh, and like really to talk about this game for a second. Yeah, that's the best part of that game, the invasions. It's great. I like actually getting the invaders to come into the map, because I find most invaders aren't very good, and I'm horrible at PvP in games. Absolutely horrible. Always have been. Ever since like college and Counter-Strike came out or whatever. I was always horrible at Counter-Strike. Every single PvP. Never been good at it. Never cared much for it. But that is the only PvP game I can do well. Because when you're like the player, you get wall vision. you can see their walls and they can't. So as soon as I figure that out, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be hard to take me down. You just have to like stay within close quarters, and you have a massive advantage. And then playing as the invader is kind of cool too. I see a lot of people like that. We get a lot of clickbaity stuff on YouTube with that ruining they're invading players' games and ruining their missions is great fun. And if you get taken out by an invader, it just loads you back like 2 minutes. you don't even like. So I would just always leave the invasion thing on unless you're trying to learn the map. But like they make it sound like you're just like ruining people's days. It's like I got taken out. I'm like, oh, I didn't lose any progress at all. It's just reload. Perfectly. Like, oh wow, I lost 2 minutes. Or like 60 seconds or something. So that drives me a little bonkers. Yeah, I like it because it's the only PvP I could do. And the first time I tried it, I was doing it on stream, and it was, like, sending my nerves crazy, like, going crazy. But now it's just like, meh. Simple enough. But yeah. It's a way of the hunter stream, not a sniper elite one. I gotta get off topic. We're back on topic. He's elk here. Oh, I think I lost track of what I was talking about. I brought something up. Here's the elk. In this version, have you noticed fixed major FPS drops? No. I haven't noticed any FPS changes in any scenario. Though I have to admit, I wasn't that satisfying getting the Mouflon. I mean, it's cool I got a 5-star after being trolled with 4s, but it wasn't a tense hunt. Yeah. You gotta be like on Ranger, and then Ranger has its own annoying side. Hey, Zebra Stripes. I'm pretty sure most players have no idea it's on and what's going on when they get invaded. Oh, yeah. I think so too. That's how they, yeah. I'm okay with having with the invasions on playing the mission, because even that's, I mean, as soon as I figured out that if you get taken out, like you just can continue on with your mission for the most part. I mean, it can get in the way in some of them, like if you're trying to do like those bonus missions or whatever. but typically doesn't mess anything up too much. Another 2-star. Is it only a group of 4? Took a while to get to these guys. Quite the sniper location here. At least he's old. The other one went that way. Well, the point is to see if these guys change more than the other guys. So I might as well take him down. I kind of want to see what the other one was, but I don't think he's going to come back. He doesn't look that old, though, eh? Not from here. 200. Oh, he's gonna move out. No. No. Rats. They might be changing zones, eh? Ah, maybe it'll work out. Maybe the other one we'll be able to see. Honestly, I wish I had my bow on me instead. Yeah, it's more satisfying with the bow, eh? Oh, no problem, Mad Dog. I like talking about the other games, too. I don't have Sniper Elite, but I like the idea of invasion mode. The game, yeah, it's one of the highlights of the game. People make it sound like it's just an annoying thing, right? But it's not really. It's pretty well done to like not make anyone mad for the most part. And I mean, if you need to get something done in the game, just turn the evasions off till you get your special mission done or whatever. But it's quite funny to take the other players down. Yeah, it's like the only PvP game where my success is like 80% or something like that. Oh, see you, Norm. Take care, man. You attained a new rifle in real life. Nice. Which one did you get? Whenever I'm on Transylvania or Lintu, I like to use the 9.3. Yeah, the man liquor. Oh, they're still there. Yeah, the 9.3 was bad, really bad, and then they buffed the ammo, and so it's okay now, but it's definitely in the bottom. Bottom of the tier list. That's what I should do. One of those tier list videos that's all the rage. Everybody sit around. I'll drag a little picture of the rifles. Here's the tier list. The 9.3 would go near the bottom. It would be D tier. D or C. Probably D. It was F tier until they buffed it a little bit. Yeah, Stevens 334 and 308. Nice, 308. Good choice. Can't go wrong with 308. See, the rifle I would pick is very controversial in the community because a lot of people don't seem to like it. But I'm more of a practical purchaser of stuff. I would get the original Steyr Scout when the 308. Little bipods you can unfold, light, easy to maintain, all that good stuff. I like the scopes you can get for them. What did they call that, where the scope sits forward? Easy on the eye scopes or whatever? 2-star. That's what I would get. It seems extremely practical. Seems a very good value indeed, Paddington Bear would say. I'm reading... Oh, there's the other one. 1 star. Good. We got our target. I'm reading the old Paddington Bear stories to the kids. Thought it was very good value indeed. No! These guys are being annoying. Look how annoying these guys are. You gotta be kidding me. Are they always this annoying? See, I'm gonna be seeing things that weren't there, right? After this update. Because right now, these elk are actually functioning better than they used to. In terms of, like, immersion. Even though it's not that immersive. It's better. At least they're, like, trying to evade me here. Instead of just walking in circles. Oh no, I spoke too soon. But at least they kind of moved, right? Now, I know they do it, but they typically don't do that like that. Now they're all in their zoned out mode. Okay, here's the guy. He's gonna go into the trees. I don't think they're alert anymore. No, they're just doing their calm annoyed thing. Oh, that was a different chirp. Normal chirp. See, I'm gonna be hearing and seeing things that I've probably been there forever. Look at this though. I hate hunting in the trees. Can't do anything. Two-star. So there he is. Can I switch and not lose sight of him? I did lose sight of him. There was too many antlers altogether there. But they're gonna have to get... Oh, there he is. Like they're right in the bushes, eh? So... This is why I say play on hiker. It's still challenging. Like, oh, there's 2 1-stars in here? Oh, there is. Gotta hunt these guys a couple times. Okay, they're both coming out to see me. Right and left, they're clipping into each other again. Look at this. You can't take this shot because you can't trust the shot with all the clipping going on. I'm losing patience. I mean, it's a 7mm odd 8. I don't have that much faith in it. Whoop. Using the wrong buttons because I've been playing all those extraction shooters and all the buttons are different. But they're good games to get your patience improved. Those extraction shooters, sneaking around solo, trying to get out. Yeah, the suspect name, yeah. Did you have a chance to try out the Rogue? No, I didn't, Barry. Didn't the download like 50 gigs? Did you download it, Barry? Use the lowest magnifying scope. Adds to the challenge. Loungefly's here. How are you? Is it called Long Eye Relief? Yeah, Relief's in the name. I always forget, though, what it's called. The new update allows us to know how the overall herd in the area is doing, correct? Yeah. Not specific herd, though, but... Is this guy down? Just the habitat stuff, so... I mean, I've got 2 groups of elk in the same habitat, and they're not talking to each other, or not mating with each other. And so I'm just trying to see if they actually are. It's a bug currently. I'm gonna have to go get that other one. So the primary test of the day, and to try to answer anyone's questions on it. Just me or did the nerf the 7-minute? No, they buffed it since the last one. They did a buff across the whole thing. It was nerfed at one point. They've gone up and down, right? It's currently closer to where it was before all the ammo changes. No, it's hitting where I'm aiming. Might be asking, why am I aiming so far back in the lung? Well, there's reasons for it. I'll go with that. 46%. Now, they took off. I don't know if I should be going for these guys. You didn't, Barry? Why not, Barry? You love the snow runner stuff. Frognick, the game has a way to make people see things change that haven't changed. It's been that way the whole time. I got that a lot. After every single ammo change, I'd get people come in chat or message or something like that. Oh, the 308 doesn't work anymore. The 30-06 doesn't work anymore. They ruined... I had those two specifically, and then I'm like, no, they didn't. It's fine. And I take it out of stream, and they know I take a moose down in one shot with each one of them. I don't really want to get off target here. Might as well just take a peek. I don't even see any antlers. There aren't any antlers in that herd. How do I have all those? That's different. I haven't even hunted down here. Like, it's been a long time since I've hunted down here. It's not like I've buggered up this herd. Look at this. He must be trailing behind or something. Or ahead? Or is it here? Is this him? There's something behind here. This must be the buck. Okay, he's got one buck. I think he's laying down or something. There he is. 2-star adult. Alright, he's a good one anyways. See, now what made them run off? Must be a wind, sort of? I don't think the wind goes that far. Sort of does. Right on the border. Oh, the demo's not on Xbox. I always forget what you use. Alright. And then, you probably watched a playthrough of it though, right? That is a lucky buck, yeah. Kinda like a Hollywood mule deer. Oh, I wonder if this is these guys then. So did you watch a playthrough of the Roadcraft? I seen it and I'm like, oh, they're gonna want me to play it. I mean, it looks cool. But, the 50 gigs is gonna get me. I only have like a certain allotment I can use every month and I've already used a bunch of it. And there isn't any... The channel's now in a stage where, I have different... I always have different paths on it, but I've got, like, significant one. And one of them, what I'm thinking of doing is trying to improve the metrics of the channel. Not for money or anything like that, or whatever, but, for other things. So... I might enter like a phase where I don't do anything on the channel unless it will improve or has a high chance of improving the metrics. And unfortunately, I've kind of tanked the metrics of the channel because playthroughs never do very well. And that goes across the board like all of YouTube, unless you're like massively huge, like the Rad Brad or something. All my playthroughs have just like tanked a lot of the metrics. So poor old snow runner and stuff. I think these are them, right? Must be where they ended up. So doing a demo of Roadcraft, my metrics I'm aiming for aren't very high. But like every video I put out has to have 500 views. It's not even that high, right? But I get a bunch that are only like 200 and 300s and stuff. There he is. There's 150. I can probably do this shot. Oh, don't go away. Why are these guys so jittery? It's not even me disturbing them. This is just their normal state, making them be weird. 100 and... or the state that they're in. Here, 150. Sneak it in. I don't know if that worked or not. We'll see. Not really an elk rifle. Yeah, it seems to be a hit, I think. Roadcraft. That'd be a lot of SnowRunner, though, playing SnowRunner Expeditions and Roadcraft. That could be where the channel goes. Complete SnowRunnery, MudRunnery games. Just, how's that? Be a lot of frustration. Hey, see you, Blue Frogneck. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck hunting. Hey, Fayen's here, the famous Fayen. Yep, when I picked the 7mm 8, that's who popped in my head. I'm like, oh, I got the Fayen rifle. It is one of the higher, one of my more favorite rifles too. You know what? I don't even know what my favorite rifle is. Probably the 350. I'm very different. I'm not doing for like anything else, but I like the look of the 350. I've always liked the carbine kind of rifles, like a carbine barrel. And I don't know if the 350 actually is, but it just seems like a carbine kind of thing. Something you can put on your horse. I like the lever action rifles though, right? But I've never been too impressed with the 30-30 in the game. But the 7mm 8, in terms of my favorite rifles, though... See, now I gotta look this up. Hold on. Where's the rifles? Where are they in here? What is my favorite rifle? Like, the Starbro 2 is right up there. I like its difficulty. Like, it's a good balance. It is underpowered compared to a lot of the rifles. Like, it competes with the Creedmoor, but this is way better than the Creedmoor. Yeah, so it doesn't really have another rifle in this class. The 243 would be the competitor, right? The other one? But these are too weak. So you only have this, and the 6.5s in the same class. And out of those classes, this is my favorite out of those. Is hit marker supposed to be on the ground? Yeah. Oh, on the map? I don't have anything on the map. I don't know. I don't get the hit marker, so I don't know what it is. So out of that class, it's the Star Runner 2. I've never liked the looks of the monoblock. It's okay. I like the caliber 308 though. I've never liked the looks of these. I've never been a big fan of the 270 either, like the actual caliber, even though it's great in the game. The SM12's too easy to use. This should be tier 7. This should just be its own thing. Oh. If it didn't tank so bad, like didn't suck so much. I shouldn't be using the word suck with like the man liquor stuff. YouTube will get me. I do like the 9.3, just not the variant that's in the game really. This is a cool rifle, but this is kind of like a meme rifle now, the 700 long. Oh, I like the sound of the Alpha 1. Sounds a good one too. I should do a video on this. I don't know if I could figure this out though. I haven't used the CDL enough to place it. Oh, it's good though. See, this is in the top 50. This is in the top 50. This is in the bottom 50. Probably in the bottom 50. This one might be my favorite. Oh, this one's in the top 50. All the 6.1s. Like, look at these. I'm not going to war. These will be in the bottom. This is in the bottom 50. Poor old Grandpa's rifle. I don't know if I can put that in the top 50 or not, like the top half. 22's in the bottom. Man, you know what? Probably second place. It might be second place, right behind, third place, maybe? No, I don't know. I don't think it's second. Oof. That's tricky. That's tricky. It's in the top 5. I like these Remingtons with the top loading. Like, it's probably the 350 CDL in the Springfield. Anyways, it's up there anyways. I was just kind of curious what my favorite rifle was. I think it'll still sit with the 350. The models look trash to me. Yeah, I never really liked the model. I like the 308 caliber though. I really think they should put the Steyr Scout in the 308. When they were announcing the ammo changes, I was really hoping that they would let us have different calibers for the different rifles. Like, give me the 308 and the Steyr Scout. But, I mean, they'd have to do it right. Like, the barrel would have to change, the sound would have to change, all that kind of stuff. And well, we know they didn't do that. Let's claim this guy. So we got 2 low fits out of that group there. Good, he's nice and low. So those 3 will definitely have an effect. Let's go do 1 more herd, maybe 2 more. Here's another one. I'm out of drinky time though, right? Ooh, I don't know where this guy drinks. I guess we have to hope he's drinking here because I'm not opening the toolbox. All right, let's go back to Dustin's cabin. We'll see if they appear there. Hey James. How are you? Been a while? What have you missed? Let's see. Just a few questions here and there. People don't seem to have too much questions about it, really. Like the thing. What I'm doing right now is I have all these elk that are in the Highland Forest habitat in their primary, and some of them don't mingle with other ones. So I'm trying to see if that's a bug or if they're actually not mingling. So I'm targeting specific herds to knock out some low fit to see if they adjust and the other ones don't. If that makes any sense. Right now I have 3 low fits down, and that should definitely have an impact if they're split. I gotta take enough down to make sure that I can see a difference. When do they drink in the evening? I never hunt the evenings. I only have the one drink zone, so I need them to appear there. I'm moving away from using the toolkit. I don't really like having other stuff up near the screen. I want to try and use what they have in the game now. Oh, 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That's no good. I was using 3.0 the other day, not my usual. I was impressed. A real 308? Or in the game? You'll watch and learn? Okay. I'm not streaming too long. Probably another hour. Just wanted to load it up. Wait, we can't go this way? Dusty in his cabin, or Dustin. Just because in the video I kind of said that I'd stream, and I meant it. I was just like, because I didn't know if there'd be a lot of questions after the video or not. I was pretty thorough on the video, I think. In the game. You still play away the Hunter Berry? Every once in a while. Kind of like me. Just kind of loaded up. Something new came. They popped up a little while ago, and that's why we have this before Monday. They did an early access testing kind of thing. But of course, we weren't allowed to say anything. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Oh, I remember this lake. Yeah, they sit up behind the rocks. Is that a bear? Wait, no. Oh, you guys. Probably those mules I saw earlier. Nope, whitetails. I think you did a great job explaining the first. Okay, thanks there, James. I typically can explain things fairly well. At least that seems to be the pattern. Don't script a thing. Just ramble it off. I just grab a gun and go for a walk. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Take your rifle for a walk. There was a point in this game where I did do a video, and I think I called it that because Gator said that. I told him I did a video, and I hunted, and the video was like 40 minutes long, and I never got a single animal. And I'm like, I don't know if I should put that video up or not. I decided to, and people liked it. I'm like, okay. At the time, people appreciated the relatability of it all, of not, because most of the YouTube stuff's all it's doing is showing all the big successes of streamers and things like that. And then there was my videos where it's me barely getting anything. Like, I'll just keep doing it. The channel's about making people feel better. About their, you know, they see somebody else play worse than them. It would always make me feel better. I don't think they're here. Which kind of stinks, because I don't know where the drink zone is. Oh no, they are here. Yay! Oh, that's a big group, too. Big guys. It'd be very relaxing if you don't take it too seriously. Oh, yeah, yeah. It probably sounds like I always took it seriously, but not very much. It was more always a puzzle to figure out what the developers were doing. Because it was just like a not like it's like a here's a puzzle. It's not a logical puzzle. You solve it, kind of thing. I've been playing extraction shooters, and I haven't really been YouTubing them. I did the one. Arena. I always can't remember its name because it's like 3 words. They started on mobile, and it was called Arena Breakout. And there is no arena, really. Well, technically, I guess it's arena. It's just a map. And then they're not breaking out of anything. And then they released it on PC. And they added the word infinite to it. They went into Chat GPT and they're like, we need to name our game with the most catchiest names for mobile release. And they probably came up with, like, Arena. I'm like, oh, yeah, everybody likes the name Arena. And then they're like, oh, we need another word, Breakout. Oh, yeah, Arena Breakout. That'll be good. And the name has no meaning to what the actual game is. And then they had to release it on PC, so they had to add another thing to it. So I think they went to ChatGPT again. And said, what any other catchy word? Oh, yeah, there we go. Arena Breakout Infinite. I don't even know if that's the right order. Arena Breakout? No, Arena. Anyways, it's just 3 random words. And it drives me nuts. It's not doing yourself any favor. Your title of your game doesn't even describe it very well. But it's extremely immersive. And I'm talking about that because of the relaxing part to it. It's the strangest thing. But it's an extraction shooter that are typically like intense kind of games. Which is oddly calming game. Because the atmosphere is so good. The weapons are so good in it. And a lot of the times you're fairly isolated and on your own, and the sounds are great. So it was just so I play that game just because it's such an odd game to play, because you're going into like this possible PvP situation and their bots are really good, like the AI bots at mimicking players. But it's done, it's so well done, the sounds of the atmosphere, that it actually is relaxing. I like to go in it just to hear the sounds of the running the actions on the gun, and just shouldering your rifle or your weapon makes certain sounds and whatever. There's another guy we gotta take down. Oh, he just moved. Oh no, he's spinning in a circle, I think. We got his butt. Here's there. I think he's right in front of this guy. Oh no, were there like 4 of them all jammed in one spot? I was playing the Delta Force extraction shooter. I put 50 hours into it. And now I'm done with it. It's not good. I'm not a fan of it. It has really good impressions, like first impressions, and it was kind of relaxing and cool, but it's way too much like Call of Duty. So I'm just like, oh, there's this guy. Look at all this nonsense here. Oh, come on. I know you're in there, and you just alerted them. I'm hearing... They walking towards me? What's going on here, guys? The wind's not going out. I don't remember them doing this. They're being more evasive than they used to be. See, they always do hidden changes. The thing is, there's no way I can confirm if they changed this or not. I just don't remember them being this annoying. But it's not annoying in a bad way. Because the other way was annoying too, because they would just kind of go in a circle. they would take forever before they relocated. And now at least they're relocating a little bit. But I don't know if... I think it's a change, because I don't remember, like... It's not like I haven't hunted these guys a million times. Like these elk, but... I don't remember the relocation happening so quick. I remember it used to... Like, I tested it, and it used to take forever for them to move out. But they seem to, yeah, like... relocate a bit. They don't go too far, though. I don't... Like, they're not changing zones, because it's too early. No, I don't think so. Maybe they are. Sorry, I can't see chat at the second, just because I'm gonna have to try and snap a shot off here, because they're not stopping. There's way too many trees. Oh, there's the alert. It can be, right. I'm waiting for that to come to Steam. Don't feel like playing it through these... Yeah, me too. It needs to come to Steam. Badly. And they need to redo their monetization. And they are changing their monetization. And they're coming out with a solo mode. So I'm really watching the game. I'm playing it right now. Like, not very seriously. Just still like to learn the map. And it's just such a good experience. That is very enjoyable. I gotta put 2 into this guy. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I don't know. That's I'm not sure that shot would have worked. But it needs to come to Steam, definitely. And it needs to sort out its monetization. Like, the monetization's not horrible, it's just, it's convoluted. They've got, like, this, elite subscription, you know, you pay monthly for, which gets you some benefits. Then they got their battle pass, which, of course, is just, right? Kind of like a subscription-y thing, too, for a certain amount of time. Then they have 30-day purchase for their secure stash. They need to merge it all together. Delta Force, they did it all with the battle pass. You get the battle pass, you get, you know... For the season, you get the little secure, bigger cash thing. Delta Force did that better, but holy smokes, you should see the cosmetics they're selling. Well, that shot worked well. Like, they're hundreds of dollars for just skins and cosmetics. Brutal. It's got like that randomized gambling system in it. I mean, they're really high quality, unique cosmetics, but man. Watching some Atomfall looked interesting. Atomfall, eh? I can't... It doesn't ring a bell. It sort of rings a bell. After I dumped the UE files, makes it less fun, but now I see how they do ballistics. Dump the UE files. So he went and did a big deep dive. Oh, Faye and Staley. Yeah, I noticed something changed with them also. They adjust pretty quickly to the hunter's presence. Oh, okay, you noticed it too. Like, this is Hiker. And, the alert was the same. Like, how quickly and how picky they are on the alertness. That relocation's new. They tweak something. At least I would say. I used to have to alert them like 4 or 5 times before they would relocate, but they wouldn't do a short relocation. They would trot off a good distance. That might have been changing zones, though. I don't know. I don't know how far their zone was away. But the game has it's really challenging to like tell if they changed something or not, because it's so... The game does that thing so well where it's like, I think this changed, and then it didn't. It's just, oh. I'm actually impressed this shot worked, so there's a credit to your 7mm/8. Credit to the shooting too. That was a steep rear angle there. quartering away heavily. It wasn't even a quartering, it was like a 70% quarter. I don't like that you have to pay for a secure... Yeah. Price of... Yeah, this... I don't like it either. If it's really good, and if they put it within the battle pass... Like, the way Delta Force did it, the battle pass was cheap, and the secure cache was in the battle pass for the season. And I'm like, you know what? It's a free-to-play game. Like, I think it was less than $10 US for the battle pass, which was just 2 months. I mean, here's your secure stash for 2 months. Here's your battle pass for 2 months for like 10 US. Yeah, I was okay with that. I'm like, that's fair. Because it's gonna be the only thing I buy, right? But I won't do it for this game until it comes to Steam. And then it has to be fair. Like, it has to be comparable to that. Alright, what do we got here? Huh. See how steep that was? Man, oh man. Couldn't have done that any better, really. If you're back too far, then it would not have made it. %. Alright, I don't know if I need to get another one or not. Do I need to get another one? I didn't see another one there. This is the guy we got. Not him. Not him. That's down in Hallowich. Is there another 13%er? Right here. So I only got one drink zone on him. But he's probably this big lake or something, right? He's kind of tricky to get to, isn't he? So let's go see if we can find him. This guy's gonna get in the way. Yeah, the prices in Delta Force, yeah, it's hundreds of dollars. And there's people, tons of people with it. They only have like 2 premium skins for their characters. And the first one, tons of people have it. It's crazy. I'm like, whoa. Like it's, I did the math on it, but I can't remember. 130, 150 Canadian or something like that. So like 120 US or 130 US. And that's, I mean, I put 50 hours in the Delta Force, because that's kind of what I've been doing. And I can't play it anymore. I keep kind of dipping in, trying a new strategy or something like that or whatever. But no, I'm starting to despise it. So it's gonna be deleted. And it's got some issues, definitely with cheaters. And here's the thing. It's got an issue where it crashes your system to the point that it reboots it. It'll just be like playing the game and boom, your system reboots. And if you go, and if people try to report it, people are like, games can't do that, that's your hardware. No, games can do it. They can cause like a memory glitch that forces a hard reboot of your system. And tons of people are reporting it. And I'm like, what the, how do you mess that up? And I probably had it reboot like half a dozen times now. So I'm like, okay, this is getting point to be garbage. The game doesn't even know what it is. It's like Battlefield here, extractor shooter here, single player campaign here. And yeah, anyways. I'm starting not to like it at all. Who do we got up here? Are these elkies? Oh, they're sheepies. Alright, I don't know where this guy is. I'm just gonna walk the water to see if I can find the other zone. They're actually using ballistic computer in the game, using BC bullet weight length from factory boss. He actually got impressed, but they fail in bullet composition. Oh, okay. So they had somebody that was sort of knowing what they're doing. I mean, I think they had a good base for their ballistics. Like, they had somebody that was really, like, a developer that was really, like, it was like a key thing. And I don't think that developer's there anymore. Because it's like they worked on it and then they passed the game off to, like, guys that didn't know that stuff. So it's kind of weird. You haven't played in a couple months? With the new Battlefield coming and the leaks I've seen, I don't think Delta Force will be able to compete, especially if they do a good Battle Royale or Extraction. Rumors are they're doing one of the two. They do... Well, they already are doing Extraction, though. You're gonna add a Battle Royale? I hate Battle Royale games. I just play the Extraction mode in Delta Force, but it's just... no. But yeah, the Arena Infinite one is good. Breakout Infinite Arena, or whatever. I can't stand his name. Done so well. Oh my goodness. I'm running around with, like, the Mosin. Oh, jeez. You use the scope on them, and they got, like, you know, you have those, like, not holographic, but are they holographic? Like those sights you put on the rifles, and you got the little, you know, little red sight or whatever that floats in them. Man, they even got, you can click a button and even change, like, the dot into a circle or into a triangle or whatever on some of them, and they got, I like how they're doing the side mounting stuff on the scopes too. So you have your main scope right, and then you'll have the offset scope on the angle, so you tilt the rifle over and then you use the others. That's pretty cool. And I like how they have the inspection on the rifles, which I'm kind of surprised this game doesn't have. And then you, like the Arena Infinite whatever one, you know, you have to pull the clip out to see how much is in it. And you'll see what, and they got all the different bullets on it. Like, I was just, in the video I did, I was like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. Unless, like one of them's just lid round nose caliber, and it was a funky caliber, and I had to, like, research it, because I'm like, that's a cool little thing. Little Chinese pistol. It's just complete lead. Like, mushy lead. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a fun caliber to use, but it's like super hollow point mode. But yeah, a lot of neat little... If you really like rifles and stuff, they do such a good job. But then you'd be in the rain, because see, like, our gun here, there's no rain effects on the rifle, but they have rain hitting the rifle and dripping down. If you got goggles on, there's rain on that. Sounds are all good. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. I hope they don't mess it up. But yeah, it definitely needs to come to Steam. Their launcher's crap. You downloaded Delta Force and haven't played it, just can't get into those, especially with the cheating's bad. It's way too, like, the extraction. An extraction shooter should be, people should be focused on looting and extracting. But in Delta Force, it's an arena PvP. Everybody's just trying to PvP. So that to me says that the AI bots, like the AI bots, like, in the match, should be tougher. Because in the Arena Battle Infinite, whatever that game, I can't remember the name, Breakout Infinite, the bots are deadly. So, but you'll still get people going PvP, but you'll still be getting a lot of people that want to just extract. Like, the main goal should be extraction. After looting, it shouldn't be PvP. You should have that when you encounter and stuff like that, but Delta Force went way too much into PvP in Call of Duty, like, way too much. With the new Battlefield coming and the leaks I've seen, I don't think Delta Force will be able to compete, especially if they do. Oh wait, I already read that one. Sorry, I got to back up again. I'm saying Battlefield is planning on it. Oh, the new Battlefield. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't think they should do that. I think you should pick your type of game and stick to it. I don't think they should be doing campaign, battle royale, extraction, their warfare mode. Like, just try and jam it all in. I see what they're trying to do, right? Just do everything and then get as much market as you can. But you just end up doing it all poorly. And that's what's happening to Delta Force. I mean, they had to release the solo campaign for free because it was so bad. They couldn't charge for it. And then they broke the game where it resets the computer. It's just, they're trying to do too much. I downloaded, I got that. I love the original Delta Force games. Oh, the original, yeah, they're trying to play off of that, but it is not like the original Delta. Oh! I got a game for you, James. Google, here's one. Well, I don't know if you'll like it or not. What's it called? Dagger Directive. I played that last night. That is kind of like was the Delta Force games, like the originals, was it the one where, like the older ones, where they didn't lift the scope up to your face? Like it kept it like hip fire, but when you look down the scope, it would put a scope thing on the screen, like on the right side. I can't really show it. Dagger Directive? Dagger Directive. Microprose. Microprose is hitting it out of the park right now. Unique, high quality, awesome games. Now, the graphics are what's going to throw you, because they're trying to do the retro look. But I played it last night. I was thinking of doing a video on it. It's amazing. If you can get by the graphics. And I can get by the graphics. But not everybody can. But it's intentional graphics, the way they are, right? So is this the guy? Oh, it could be this guy. Oh yeah, who knows who I'm lining up on here. So this guy wasn't where I needed him to be. What was, It's his often drinking zone, so I might as well just teleport him back. I don't want to mess with this guy, because it's probably... I'm gonna go get the zone, though. I want to know who it is. Which herd that is. Yeah, Microprose was the best. Yeah. Yep. In the 80s, Microprose games, oh man, they were awesome. And then they seem to have disappeared forever, and then they made a resurgence or something, because there's tons of Microprose games now, and they're all awesome. But they all have like a retro thing to them, and I'm fine with it. But I was playing this game, man. I've got to do a video on it now. Geez, they've got everything working well. Like, even the AI is really good in it. It's just the graphics. Yeah, they chose the retro thing. And it's, I wish I could, show a screenshot of it or something. Because how they do the scope... Because I don't think I played the original Delta Forces, and I'm thinking that's how they did it. I was looking it up. Because it's hard to describe. Here. Oh, I just loaded Steam. I don't want to load Steam. Here it is. Oh, perfect. Here's a screenshot I can grab. Let's do that. I think this is it. There. So see how the scope appears like over the gun or something like that? It's mimicking looking through the scope with both eyes open, right? So you see through the scope through the right eye, and then you can see everything else on the screen. So it takes some getting used to, but it's actually quite well done, that sort of thing. And you can lean in the game, right and left. And if you lean to the left, the guy actually switches shoulders, and then he uses his left eye instead of, like, to look through the scope, and then his... Like, they got all sorts of little things, which these big AAA games, they don't add, or don't even put in. Like, it's just like, I think because, right, they're not focused on so much graphics and trying to make it look like a movie, they're adding, like, really cool, realistic functionality stuff to it. And they put effort in the AI instead of, like, all the effects and stuff, right? The AI is really good. Well, which one is this? Yeah, it's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna teleport this guy. Try and bring him... because he's probably not gonna be there, right? I got one more day. So we'll try this. Or, like, to give you an example, when you drop into the first mission, like, it's very open, so you can approach any way, grab whatever weapons you want. It's got, like, an inventory system like an extraction shooter, so you've got, like, your magazines, and you can drop the magazine on the ground. If you got to reload really fast, you'll just toss it. And, but, it starts you off, I think it starts you off the same way every time. You get inserted, and they're like, oh, the insertion has been observed, expect company. Go to the old rundown farm and defend, kind of thing, right? And so you go to the farm, and this is the only time it holds your hand, a little bit. We'll do 8:30. It's expecting you to have a sniper rifle. Or at least bring in one, or some kind of scope weapon. And you know, it's like a rundown barn kind of thing. And you go upstairs, and sure enough, there's a nice couple little windows. A little spot where you can lay down, put the bipods out. And I lay down, and it says where the direction they're coming from. And there's a road. And so I'm watching the road, and nothing's coming. I'm like, what the... Well, they were coming to check it out, but they weren't coming to attack. They were just... There was 5 of them just walking down the road to come see what was up. Like, they weren't expecting combat. They're just... Looks like this patrol. And you don't get any, like, much heads up or anything like that. So you actually have to, you know, count. There's 5 of them. So I got to keep track of 5 enemies. And they all have AKs and RPKs and everything. I brought a PSG-1. And it's got excellent ballistics. Phenomenal, excellent, accurate shot ballistics. And so I was able to snipe 2 of them. I hit one on the road, and then I hit another one, and the bullet penetrated, went through the one, hit the guy in the back. Like, hit the guy behind him, so I had 3 down. And then I lost sight of the other 2. Because they lay down in the grass and stuff, and you can't see them. And they will be firing at the windows, or at the building. Who's this guy? Okay, he's gonna be this guy. Yeah, he can go away. Like, they'll, like, pepper the windows and stuff. and then they'd pop smoke. They'd throw smoke, and you can't see them, and they just charge the building. The two of them. The two guys that were left. And they came in, and they didn't know exactly where I was. It doesn't have, like, cheating computers or anything like that. And I was sitting there in the window behind the smoke, because I can't see them. But I was curious if the AI could see through the smoke, right? And I was sitting there, and the guy he wasn't really flinching, but the screen was going blurry. And I thought maybe the game was doing that thing where, you know, if you have a health thing, but if you get hit and you get out of combat, it regenerates on its own. So I thought I was, like, getting hit lightly, and I was just, you know, if you hit too much, you die. But that's not what it was. It was, I wasn't getting hit. The screen kind of tenses up and does a little fuzzy thing, indicating that the player is stressed, the guy in the game. And what they were doing is I thought they were shooting through and hitting me, like seeing me and hitting me, but they weren't. They were just shooting in the windows where I last was. And the guy was getting all kind of tensed or whatever. And so I changed windows, and yeah, that's kind of what it was. And then I took one guy down, and the other guy got into the barn, and he snuck up the stairs. And I had, like, you know, the MP5 SD one, the silence one. So that was like the intro to it. I'm like, well, that was pretty impressive, really. And they got the tracers all correct and everything, too. Like, when the guy's, like, firing an RPK off at you. It's only, like, 1 in every 10 rounds is a tracer. So when they're shooting at you, if you don't see the muzzle flash, you can't tell where it's coming from, really. Unless you get sound. Or, like, you can really pinpoint it with the sound, but they'll burst fire and, you know, shoot in your general direction. They got suppression fire, all that kind of stuff. And if they're just doing, like, little burst shots, you won't be able to really locate them until a tracer goes off. And then you only catch the tracer real quick. Because it's like you're going over, like, hundreds of meters. Anyways, it was really well done. If you can get past the graphics. Which, again, are intentional. But, the AI is not perfect, but, I mean, it's much better than most AAA stuff that comes out. In that arena, battle, whatever. Infinite, breakout, arena. Its AI bots act like people. In a lot of ways. Like players, so... There's some games out there that are doing really, really well with it. I encountered AI in that game many times, and I could have swore it was a player. I thought I was doing PvP with a bot, like how it was acting. No, it was a bot. I was like, what the... Oh, take me out. The original Delta Force is voxel. Yeah, I don't know if this is voxel or not, as that counts as voxel. Dagger directive? No, dagger, like a knife. Dagger directive. Can you test FSR frame rates before and after enabling? Super curious. Oh, sure. Let me get this, I know I'm not really paying attention to Way of the Hunter. Let me get this thing. My frame rates don't change, though. I don't think I'll have much to show you. How you doing, Novel? Oh. Are these the right guys? No. Who's this? These are the wrong guys. Ah, really? See, now I gotta grumble at a 5-star. He's gonna ruin my experiment. Definitely check it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, have a good night there, James. Yeah, sometime on Monday, probably Monday morning. Son of a pig. You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy. We're not taking the 5-star. I have enough 5-star elves. Hey, thanks, James. Really don't have to, buddy, but I do appreciate it. You have a good rest. Isn't tomorrow Sunday? You're not working tomorrow, right? Should be able to stay up all night long. 4-star. Come on, give me a low fit. I want a low fit. Darn. We're gonna have to roll with this, because I don't think I have another 13%er. Do I? Oh, I do. Well, these guys will be easy to find. These guys are just on the lake or whatever, right? I don't know what these guys drink. Let's quickly try and get these guys. I'll wait a few minutes, because I want them to teleport. 9. Oh, bummer on the 5-star. Darn, 5-star getting in the way of my testing. Anyways, that's my big ramble about the other games. Is that, yeah, Dagger Directive by Microprose. You also have this one where it's, what was that TV show? Barry would know. I remember there was a World War II, themed, TV show where they're in a, like, little patrol boat in the Pacific. What was that TV show? Can't remember. But they have a game that's like, that has that. You know, a little Pacific patrol boat. And it's from Microprose, and it's really good. Is that what it's called? PT-109? I've only ever seen it a couple times. But they basically have that in a game, too. It's kind of like Bomber Crew, but on a little boat. Are you guessing? Alright, did 9 o'clock roll over? It did. Alright, let's go here. Try and get one more elk so I get the actual test in place. Oh, here. I can show you the settings if you're still here. I don't even know where they put it. Is it under here? Yeah, there's FSR2. So I just run DLSS balance. This is new because they didn't have balanced before. It was just defaulted to quality. I don't even know why I'm on balance, but that's fine. Oh, because I was troubleshooting right. It doesn't matter. I don't even notice a difference, I don't think. But see, I'm doing... What am I doing? Staring out of the lake here. I'm just above 60. 65 to 70. Right here. I don't think it changes. For me, I know NVIDIA can still use FSR stuff. And the apply button doesn't even pop up. It locked it to 60. Oh no, there it goes. I have a 5 frame per second drop. I'm in low 60s instead of high 60s. Standing here. There is a frame drop for me. 100% right there. 5 frames down. Back to DLSS. Oh, does it look any better? Looks really good on DLSS. Let me switch. FSR2. Load. Does it look any better? Does it look any better? Not that my old eyes can see. Looks the same. I wonder if does the water look at trees in the distance? If I try and take a photo in my head. Yeah, I guess you'd have to take screenshots and compare. It's certainly not sticking out really. I want to say maybe? Like, was it? Maybe the sun just moved or something. I think I can see a difference. But it's going to be difficult for me to explain. Is there a difference? I don't know. If I can't really tell, then there can't be much of one. I want to say it looked a tiny bit better, like with the lighting on the ground, but it shouldn't. I don't think that should affect lighting, so it might just be in my head. And like, you know what? I don't know. I'm probably full of baloney. Wait, I'm back in DLSS, right? So I can't even tell what I'm on. I don't know. It's not enough change for me to tell. Michael Navy? What's that? Compared to not using upscaling. Oh, I see. Well, I don't know. That's the best I can do. I can't tell the difference between the balanced and the FSR, really. It looks like maybe. I do know NVIDIA can use FSR. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying. I can't remember which show it was. I never really got into it, though. But that's what the game reminds me of. Bomber crew and that TV show put together. See, these guys are here. Then we will finally see if these animals are interacting with each other. And the goal of the day. It'll be interesting to see in the Discord and stuff, like what people think or what they discover about the herd management stuff. You feel that doing all this science has made this game less fun for you? No. I think it's kept me in the game. But I see how it would ruin it for people. I think, like understanding the animal movement stuff had the worst impact on it because I can't get immersed at all anymore. Like all I do is see the AI of the animals. Like the animals aren't immersive at all to me. How they move, how they change zones. But I don't think it was the science that did that. I think that just comes with time with playing the game. Understanding the damage of the guns, like the damage model, really needed to be understood in my mind. And that really helped my enjoyment of the game. Now the science was a lot of the science was just trying to figure out how the developers made the game. And most of the time we were pretty unsuccessful early. I eventually sorted out a lot of it, but But yeah, the only thing that ruins the game for me is that has anything to do with like understanding the mechanics is the animal movement, teleporting them around, understanding like when their little AI toggles on to change zones. It's just the animals aren't immersive at all for me, so that's a problem. But I can't blame it on the science. I think when you just play enough, you would start noticing all the stuff. It's gonna be hard to get these guys, eh? Right in the trees. Yeah, there's a big hot topic for you, which... Second. See this movement here? That's different. That little relocation? They weren't doing that before. At least not that I can recall, but I can't say for certain that's what is going on, right? I don't remember them doing that. But it's the same, right? Like, there's no unpredictability on that. Each elk herd I've encountered has done this minor relocation when I approach. So that would even feel very robotic after a while. You'd be expecting them to go, okay, now they're going to move 20 feet over here. All right, now they're alerted. Now I gotta wait 20 seconds. Yeah, I still play Kingdom Come. I can't YouTube it anymore or stream it. That was crazy. What a great game. I still say game of the decade. So immersive. So well optimized. But it's like playing a movie. They're like trying to like do commentary through it. Oh, it is a super draining game to try to like YouTube or anything like that. So because when I play it, I just jump in and I usually just diddle around. It's like one of those games. But I'm nowhere near done it. Yeah, the game's like it will be defeated. But I just went in and I started leveling up alchemy and stuff like that. And doing all this stuff, like it's the same thing that happened to me with Red Dead Redemption 2. I never beat Red Dead Redemption 2 because I got sidetracked with open world stuff. I just went hunting all the time, and I was trying to get a 3-star badger for a stupid pouch or something. And I eventually got tired of the game without doing the story because I'm just running around. It's the same thing with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is definitely one of the best games in a long time, but I get stuck in the open world. And when I try to do the story, you gotta be ready for a movie. You sit there, oh, it's very jarring because it took me 3 hours to get through the prologue. I didn't put that on YouTube, but it took me 3 hours to get into the game where it finally opens up. Like if you do all the dialogue options and you do all everything, it is a 3-hour movie. It's like, what is this game? And then it doesn't stop. And then you do quests, and it's also jarring because the quests are like a TV show, and you don't get rewarded at the end of it. There's no reason to do the quest. Like in Skyrim, it'd be like, here's your fancy sword. Here's your fancy piece of armor. It's just like, thanks for doing that. Your reputation with us is good now. It's like, wait, what? I just spent like 2 hours doing this mission. Where's my cool crossbow or whatever? Like, we're all programmed to like expect that in games, right? But I don't know what they're doing in that game, but they're basically, you're playing a movie. You're playing a movie. It's not a game. but I play it like a game. So I don't do the story. I run around and get into stuff. Anyways, I gotta go and do the story though. But I end up doing the same thing as the extraction shooters, where I jump into the arena infinite whatever, and I just like walking around and being immersed in the thing, and that's what happens in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I just like getting on the horse and riding around, and then doing some combat, and then I'm good. So it's kind of weird, because it's like you're supposed to be playing a movie, but I'm not playing the movie. Days Gone. Which one's that one? I don't think so. Which one's Days Gone? I can't remember. I think these elk are coming at me. Days Gone. $65. Ride and fight into a deadly post-pandemic America. Okay, so post-COVID. Play as Oh, I seen this. Yeah, I remember this came out. Why is this so expensive? Isn't it old? 2021. No, I haven't played it. I remember seeing it. I started watching a playthrough of it, but I'm like, I'm not going to watch a playthrough because one day I'll play it. Okay, at least these guys are coming towards me. This is working out. It looked like it was very positive on Steam. It's great? Okay, cool. I'm not paying $65 for it, though. Oh, I should put it on my wish list. My wish list is like 200 games big right now. Took you over here to beat Red Dead Redemption 2? Yeah, I never beat it because I just got eventually onto something else because I spent so much time. Oh, I know what happened. I was playing the story, and then I was exploring everything and hunting the animals because I thought the hunting in it was great, and fishing, doing all the side things, like just riding in there and then playing with the rifles and stuff because I thought the weapons were great too. I totally end up not doing stories in open worlds. And then what happened was, then they did Red Dead Online, and then I went and I was playing online instead of the story, and then I eventually moved on to something else. And they really dropped the ball on the Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. They could have been great. It was funny though, walking up to someone and lassoing them and tying them up and then throwing them off or something. I don't think I have a low fit here. Darn. I wonder if that 5-star back there would die of old age. Because if it was going to die from old age, I might as well have taken it. Because it would be dead anyways, right? I didn't actually think about that. Doesn't really matter. Maybe it'll survive another year. So I guess I'm going to take down the 2-star. Oh, there's 2 2-stars. This guy looks smaller, but he might not be as old. I'm going to go with the smaller antler one just to be on the safe side. Man, these guys are getting right close, eh? Ah, come on. Okay, he's gonna sit down. Oh, he stepped forward. Not a fan. Not a fan of the step forward there. I'm not sure he's going down. I think I might have missed the back of the lung. I'm not sure on this one. Yeah, he stepped forward. Yeah, bugger. Well, I'm not spending time hunting him now, no. We're gonna go into the new year. I need to see if this changes. Days Gone's like playing a movie, open world, play on the side. Alright. Yeah, the exact, yeah, the exact same. Yeah, because there was one part in Red Dead Redemption 2 where you have to go hunt a certain quality of pelts, right, to craft something, inventory things or something. And one of them required a 3-star badger. And oh my goodness, I logged in and I'd go look at its spawn point over and over again, and then I'd go do something else, rob a carriage or something, mess around, and then eventually I did the online stuff. But I never beat the game. Still on my list to do. And then the YouTube channel was supposed to make me play games all the way through by making them a project. It didn't quite work. Some of them I made it. I mean, like, I got through Hogwarts. There's actually quite a few I made through. Let's go here. Sniper Elite I still will. I don't think I'm going to YouTube it because of the way the channel's sitting. Where are we here? And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to take me absolutely forever. Absolutely forever. Oh, here, let's just go back to here. It's definitely coded Way the Hunter. Yep, he took a step forward, and I was already aiming on the back part of the lung, because it's the 7mm/8, so I was just like, I want to get the solid part of the lung. And yeah, he stepped forward. I knew it. You play the game long enough, do enough shots, right? You just know what happened there. If I got the harvest screen, it would have been I could see it in my mind on the bullet screen. The bullet is just cruising in behind that lung. Cavity damage would have hit the lung, but that's it. And frustrating. And there's like a delay in the shot, so it definitely does the thing. Anyways, this is the third day, right? Yeah. So that's nice that they finally added that too. Let's go 8 o'clock. Now we gotta analyze. How far are we in? 2 hours? Yeah. Alright. What changed? Which one was the 13%? This guy, right? It was this guy, right? Yes. And so I took down, what, 3 low fits? Was there a 4th? There's 2 and 1 herd. There's at least 3. So all I did was slide the bell curve over a smidgen. So here's the thing. The herd management I just did on these elk is inconsequential. There we go. To it, because you can get this kind of movement with just them dying from old age. So I might have prevented it from going minus 1%. But that's pretty small. Now there's a lot of elk, however, these elk may not be talking to these elk. Yeah, something's broke. I think, see, now I'm thinking they are talking to each other. Look, they're both plus 1%, but the bottom number is 15 instead of 14. You know what? I'm gonna start saying that this is a bug. That it's like a display bug or something. They're both plus 1. It's just from 15. There's no way for me to know though, because well, these guys have a 5-star sitting in them. That doesn't look like the 5-star died then. We should check and see if the 5-star died. Okay, I have proved nothing. But they're still reading different. This one's got this one's slid over more than this one. But I didn't touch these guys, I only touched these guys. Okay, so much for that. I can't get anything off of that. I needed these ones to be, I needed this to be far more different than what it is. It's far too small of a nudge. So I don't know. Oh well, so much for that. It was a good try, but I can't pull any conclusion off of this. For all I know, they are attached, and they're just reading 1% off because of some kind of rounding bug in the game. Like, there could be a decimal thing, like these guys, their decimals rounding one way, and these guys, their decimals rounding the other, because of some bug. Oh, see, or is Mad Dog hitting out? Yeah, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget daylight. Yeah, because I'm already at, because it's, did it just bounce forward? See, I don't even know what time it is now. Was it past midnight, right? Am I supposed to be at 12:30 or at 1:30 in the morning? I don't know. I lost an hour somehow, but I don't know which hour, if the hour's been lost yet. 2 a.m.? Or is that when the change happens? Oh, it's at 2 a.m. Okay, so I haven't lost my hour yet. Okay, so when it goes to 2 a.m., then all of a sudden it'll be 3 a.m., right? Okay. Alright, so two things we're gonna do. We're gonna go check on this 5-star. I want to know if he died. Because the little graph here indicates that he shouldn't have died if these guys aren't talking to these guys. Because if a 5-star died, you'd think the bell curve should have went the other way. So maybe you can use this info to be like, okay, the 5-star didn't die. Because it was this guy, right? Oh, I don't know which one it was. I know where he was. I guess I didn't get the zone. I'm just curious if he's still alive. Because if he died of old age, then how on earth did it still go up by 1%? I don't know which one it is. It's there's a need zone right here. And none of them have it there. Unless it's this guy that drinks there. Alright. We're going for a little walk again. There. So there we go. That's Way of the Hunter. It's change. I think the update's going to be very hit or miss. I think it's lackluster for a lot of players, mainly because this is something that should have been in the game from the start. Herd management doesn't seem to be a thing you can manipulate anyways, because I don't think they changed anything. It's just showing information that was already there. So as you can see, I took down like 3 or 4 lower-ish fits, and I barely even moved the bar, which is what we were seeing before anyways. And then the bar moves on its own just because of old age. Like, animals die on their own, so the RNG can shift it on its own. So herd management is more like a small encouragement either way, is my kind of conclusion on it. But we're gonna have a lot more people playing around with it, so. But the same thing is we're gonna have a lot of people playing with it, and then like going right into herd management, and then we're gonna get a lot of false information too. Like, people are gonna be like, it doesn't work at all, it's garbage. And then people are gonna be like, yeah, it looks great, it works awesome, look at all this. So, but at least they can share screenshots and stuff now, if they've had, like, great success with herd management. Because you get this, like, ribbon, right? This little 3 gold ribbon. There's, like, a green wreath you can get if you push it above 80%. I don't have any, though. So it'd be neat to see your screenshots. At least people can show if their stuff's working or not now. See, before we had no idea. How's the update? Just turned in. Hey there! Drunk and confused. The update's fine. I think it's a good update. I don't have much negatives with the update. When it first came out in early access, before we could do anything with it, it had a bunch of bugs. So I was kind of negative on it then. Now there isn't too much negatives with it. Now it's kind of clean and good. It's a good quality of life update. So it's good. It's just, basically, we haven't had a significant update for 6 months, 5 months, 5 months, 6 months. When was it? September? October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, 6 months. It's been half a year, and this is the update you get, though. So that's the main problem I have, is because this should have been the free update that comes along with the DLC map, because they always do a DLC map, and then you get a free update. This is the sort of stuff that should have came along with a map. But we don't get the map, we just get the little update. So that's my biggest issue with this sort of, with their development cadence. And I don't know how this is possibly keeping the game going. Like, there's zero revenue with this, and they haven't released anything to make revenue in 6 months, and there's no way the game sales are doing anything impressive. So I'm mind-boggled by how they're still functioning. And not only that, they hired an additional employee, a marketer. Dunning-Kruger effectors? You're gonna make me have to Google that. But that's kind of my opinion on the thing. I'm just completely puzzled with how the game, how they're still. This isn't supposed to sound mean, because it's not meant to be that way. But how are they still employed? It's not that they're doing a bad job or anything. I don't know how they're getting income. They're 60 employees strong. I don't know of any other games that they've made. I'm completely flabbergasted by how they can go 6 months, then release this, which is a good update, but it just doesn't generate revenue for them. I really don't know. Like, Kawasaki must have paid through the nose or something to get their thing in here. And yeah, they must be doing fine. They hired Joey or whatever for marketing. Like, they added an employee. So that's my biggest question. Not like it's any of my business. I don't get it. Ah, do I not have any elk here? Okay, there was a 4-star down there. Maybe we'll see if he's a 5-star. And then I'll get the zone. So I don't know what elk it was. The calendar is very handy. Another thing that should have been there all along. Do I do members on the channel? I don't think it's turned on. So no. Excuse me. Where is this thingy? Yeah, no, the channel, I appreciate any kind of assistance on the channel, of course. But the membership always felt odd to me. It feels like Patreon or whatever. I don't feel like I have anything to offer memberships and stuff like that. Where is this guy sitting? Like, the channel's way too inconsistent, and memberships are for, like, guys that are trying to make a business out of it. Mine's just a hobby experimental thing. Like, memberships are for channels trying to build a community and stuff. And I'm no community leader. So, these elk are standing here, right? Were they not here? Is there no drink zone here? Or did I Stir them up. Okay, the 4-star still stayed. Was this 5? The 5-star was here, right? Did I scare them here? Is that what happened? I don't have a zone flashing. Yeah, the 5-star was here, right? So they weren't drinking? Maybe I scared them over here? So I thought there was a drink zone I missed or something. YouTube wants me to turn memberships on. They invited me to do a presentation-y thing for membership stuff. I was gonna go to it because I thought it would just be neat to like listen to like an actual Google employee. But I missed it because I got the time zone thing wrong, and then I missed the second one too. And I'm like, how the hell with it? Okay, I don't know where the world this is. I just thought it would be neat to like talk to someone from Google. Aw, Wolf. Ask them a stupid question or something. Pretend I'm some big YouTuber. But all it was, you know, they keep track of everything, right? And they just compile a big list of, like, say, okay, we have this many YouTube channels, over 10,000 subscribers, and this many don't have membership turned on. So that is money that Google's missing out on. So we're going to track these guys down and make them turn the membership thing on. Which is basically what that was. But do it with a bunch of propaganda kind of stuff. I just thought it'd be neat to talk to Google or whatever. So where is... Where else does this guy drink? Does he drink up here and doesn't spawn in? Because I'm too close? Yeah, it was these guys coming down to drink, right? And then I must have made them run over here. So I'm looking for these guys. At least I think. It's possible they drink over here, and then when I fast traveled in, they didn't spawn. Here, we'll do this. We'll do the camera thing. Don't they drink up here? Yeah, you gotta say that, you know, that's pretty impressive looking, really. That's nicely done. They must have had fun making that. Especially like the cinematic pan. It's pretty cool. I think they drink this direction, don't they? Occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skill in a certain area causes them to overestimate their own competence. How does a lack of knowledge and skill cause them to overestimate their own competence? That should make them uncertain. That is the worst feeling in the world, though. To be giving a task that you're not competent in. And being expected to know how to do it. Oh, there they are. They are up here. Okay, they can't run anywhere, though, right? Is there a 5-star? Yeah, see, I thought... Yeah, when you're fast traveling, yeah, they don't spawn in. Looks like there's a big guy in there. Well, there's a couple big guys in there. They think they're smart. So, lack of self-awareness, right. This slope in the slaughterhouse, yeah. You guys get stuck. You been playing the game since release? Me too, and it is still my favorite map, yeah. This is just, it is a well-done map. That's, I mean, I'm, you know, they put all their effort into Nez Perce. It's clear to me that's what they did. And then they were in the process of making their second map, Transylvania. Then they ran out of time. And then they released the game. So Transylvania didn't get the story. And Transylvania didn't have all the animals done. But Nez Perce got full effort. The only thing that throws a curveball into it is I think one of the first animals they made was the red deer, though. So Transylvania is the only puzzle I've got is because of the red deer. Because the red deer have the most love and attention from the developers out of all the animals. So that would imply they made them first. But not necessarily. They might have, when they started Transylvania, just put full effort into the red deer, or started the red deer at, like, earlier on before the map, and just had them all set and ready to go. But that, it seems clear to me that's what happened. Because Nez Perce, you know, got the full story. It's a really well done map. Transylvania is nice too. I think they put full effort. Like, they had lots of time. Like, during map design, that's early on in the development. So before they got crunched for time. So the maps, Nez Perce and Transylvania are really good. But then, like, the content for Transylvania got totally gypped. This game definitely was supposed to release early access, but I don't think they could due to the branding. I think their branding agreements didn't allow them to put an early access tag on it, is my guess. I think they had, I think part of the sales pitch to Steyr and Remington was a full-fledged complete game. I don't imagine Remington and Steyr would have signed on for an early access game or anything like that, or would have even bothered, right? Like, it wouldn't been something they would be like, what? We want a complete game, not some demo. This is in my own head. This is the conclusions I come to. Because it's the most logical kind of thing that seems to have happened. Oh, they're going this way. Now where are they going? Is the wind going this way? No. I'm with FAN on this one. They seem to have changed a little bit here, which I think is a good thing. These elk are acting different. It's way too different. It's still early on in the zone time. And I didn't... did the bear didn't spook them. The bears... Oh, no. Oh, I do have a Rocky Mountain elk spook. Did the bear do that? I wasn't paying attention. Never mind, this makes sense then. Ignore what I said. They spooked. Probably was the bear, eh? I think there was a bear in there that ran. Yeah, there's the bear there. Maybe he's a 5-star black bear. Where are you, bear? Don't see him. The map would be good for other games when you're being chased. I think they should have gone... I think they should have done cool little things with the game. Like have Bigfoot or something, or Sasquatch or something. I guess it was the same thing. Or, you know, throw something hunting you or something, you know. Have like a mode. Put something cool in there. Well, I thought I seen some big guys. But maybe not. They're all 3 stars. So the 5-star did die then, eh? And the fitness still shifted up. But these guys shouldn't have been involved in the low fit calling. Y'all rolled pretty high, eh? I don't think I have the 5-star there. Yeah, so the science is still out on this one. The 5-star died. So the fitness should have dropped. But the fitness went up. But they're not connected to the low fit calling I did to push it up. But this implies that it is connected. And is leaning towards the fact that it's like a rounding error problem. There they go. So, who knows? We have the hunted exactly. Maybe that's... I don't know. Like, what is NRG doing these days? You got 60 employees. They're not doing the mobile version because THQ brought their own team on. Like, their own developer connection they have to do the mobile version. So what is 60 employees doing? It's been 6 months and they came up with a UI update. In FSR2. I want to know what the 60 employees are doing. I'm just curious. You know, none of my business, fine. But I want to know what they're doing. Like, I'm curious. Are they making another game? Are they making Way of the Hunted? Can't wait for the update? Cool. Yeah, the update's good. That's mean it's not a bad update. There's barely... Okay. There might be some bugs. There's a lot less bugs than there was, so they are fixing it, and they're fixing it quite fast. You still have to close this objectives thing over and over again. But it's just, you know... The update's just not that exciting to, like, sell copies and things, so... But it's a good update, so yeah, I can easily say that. It's a good update. I don't know how this took 6 months. Checking their email. Oh, yeah. That's what they're doing. Over and over again. I mean, they've got like... I don't know, not Zaggy, it's Ziggy. Ziggy or something? They got 2 community managers. They've got a guy named Ziggy who's sort of a community manager, and then they hired a new marketing guy. So that's 4 people that are just about promoting the game. But there's been nothing happening in the game for 6 months. What? Not that, you know, I'm sure they're working, but what are they doing? How do you go to work for 6 months? When your job's promoted in the game and the game's not being... I see where my head goes? I don't get it. And then there's 55 other employees. I don't know what they're doing. They must be making another game, right? They gotta be doing something. I'm so confused. Because you get games like Star Trekker, which has 2 people. And look what they made. Then you got Manor Lords, which is like 1 guy. You got all these small indie things doing all these big games. Like how big was what's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? What's the developer name? Warhorse Studio. See, they're over, they're the Czech Republic. Right? They're like neighbors or whatever, right? Like, how much employees do they have? Oh, okay, way more. Never mind. That makes more sense. 250. I was gonna say, if Warhorse Studios had 60 people, I'd be like, what's going on? Alright, you're off the hook right now, NRG. No, on that one. I was kind of expecting under 100 people. But no, 250 is quite big. I don't know, these well, okay. That might be it for the hunting. I just want to check out like a different map. To see, just kind of scout it out a little bit, because I haven't really looked too much at the other maps. Like if there's anything interesting on them. In terms of like herd stuff. This is a nice little open area to hunt, which, look, I've never been here. I've never ever hunted here. Probably because there's no zones up here at all. There's a trail. Nice little spot to do some shooting, though. I don't know where the elk went. Well, somebody travels. Black bear. I know another game I was going to try because it's on sale. I got it when it came out, but I didn't like it when it came out. But apparently it's really good now. The Ubisoft game, Breakpoint. Breakpoint? What's it called? It's the one that came after Wildlands. Apparently it's good now. It's only like $8. Alright, let's switch. Let's just check on Transylvania quick. I just want to scout out. Everybody's falling asleep. The stream's decreasing in its quantity of viewers. But we'll check a couple of things. I just want to see the maps. Let's see if it breaks. Maybe it breaks the game. I don't even know if it loaded in Transylvania. It's a big load time. Yeah, this was one of the big ones right away. So here you got your wild boar. So this down here is the floodplains, right? We have wild boar in the floodplains. We go here and you go wild boar. Secondary habitat, floodplain. Look, it's primary though. The little star indicates primary, and it's got the primary graph. So there's things that are messed up everywhere. Like immediately, I load into Transylvania, there's a problem. And look at these fallow deer. I haven't been managing these guys. It's plus 14%. Shifted 14% to the right. This one shifted 3 to the left. What in the world is going on here? Oh, it's secondary habitat. So here's where the secondary habitat graphs look like. You can shove them way down to 10%, but their little bell curve is like a smushed variation. The trouble with this update is it shows how pointless it is to hunt secondary habitats. Like, why would you, if it's a secondary habitat, you might as well delete them from the game. Like, why would you go hunt this roe deer? You'll never get above 90%. I mean, I guess you can still get a 5-star, but it'll be like a really bad 5-star. But at least you can easily see, okay, I'm going to go hunt the guys with the stars. The fallow deers are shifted 14% to the right. So that's 14% off of the middle, which is like 55%, right? So, you know, so the average should be like 69 or whatever. And these guys are 3 down. 3 down. That's a solo. And then here's a nice thing though. Here's a nice thing, guys. You can tell which herds are the solos because they don't have the bar graph. I think that's nice. So here's a fallow deer that's plus 9. That's plus 9. Here's a fallow deer plus 14. And they're in the same habitat. So these guys, they're okay. So I'm not crazy. These two are much different. Are so drastically different. They're definitely not talking to each other. This one's plus 9 and this one's plus 14. Same habitat. Oh, here's the private zones. This guy's out here by himself though. Like he doesn't have another plus 9. These are all plus 14s. So he's like, what herd does this guy mingle with? He's by himself. He doesn't talk to this fallow deer. He doesn't talk to this guy. Doesn't talk to this guy because he's in a different habitat. And he's a solo. So here, if you want to test herd management, look at the spots in Transylvania I've never been. This is the original Transylvania map. This is like 2.5 years. I've never hunted in here. Look at this. I never did here because Door Apex is boring as all anything. Look how much of the map. This shows you where I only ever hunt. That's funny. I never really hunt Transylvania. Look at the big dark areas. See, I'd have to go find them. But if this fallow deer is by himself, then he's really easy to herd manage. I mean, you should be able to just like, all you gotta do is manage one herd. But he can't be by himself, right? I must not have the other guys unlocked, maybe. Mouflons. He's just sitting right exactly normal, because I don't really hunt mouflons. What's bears look like? Oh, that's badgers. So here's a red deer in Highland. Here's a red deer in Highland, and they're reading differently. Only 1% different, though. Like, the 1% different can be like a rounding problem. But that a fallow deer one can't be. That's weird. Yeah, here's a red deer. Here there is again. There's a red one. There's another one. So there's definitely wonky donkey things. I got a huge 5-star wild boar out of that one. Oh, these are secondaries. Who cares? I hunt these red deer down here all the time. I didn't even realize it was a secondary. Oh, these are all secondary. Oh, the grasslands is garbage to hunt. Look at how much I hunt down here. And it's all secondary garbage animals. I never even realized. I hunt down here because it's easy, right? Bunny rabbits. Anyways, that's giving me like a headache. I want to check out. I'm not gonna check them all out. I'm gonna check Tikamoon, and then that'll be it. I think. Who cares about the other ones? There's some interesting stuff. Like what? I like interesting stuff. Oh, I'm missing some of the chat. Hold on. Do I play any other games? All kind of games. I've been rambling about other games on the stream. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch the rest of the stream. Because I talk about a bunch of games too much. Do you turn off all the info on the map? I don't want it. Well, just mean ignoring big parts of the map. Turn off info? Well, you can make all these icons disappear. Look. There. Is that what you want? It's got the filter. Drunk and confused ad. What's your PC specs? You don't ask me. It's pretty standard mid-range. It's probably like mid-low range now. So it's your i5 processor, right? That'd be like under mid now. But it's like the 10th gen, which is old now. But at the time, it was actually good because the i5 9th gens were not good, but the 10th gen, they made extra little boost to them, extra cores. So the i5 10th gen at the time was okay, so it's not as bad as it sounds. Just your standard 16 gigasnots of RAM. Running a couple SSDs and a 3060. 12 gig card. That's about all there is to it, really. So just middle of the road, whatevers. Nothing fancy. The SSDs aren't fast. They're kind of slow. The RAM's kind of not super fast, I don't think. You know. It's a budget system. I can't afford anything else. Alright, what are we doing here? I'm gonna be... When this computer dies, I'll probably just be on a Steam Deck from the end for the rest of the days. You just take a Steam Deck, hook it up to a dock, there's your computer. It can do everything a computer can do, just on Linux. Was there anything interesting in Tikamoon? Yeah, look at this one. You guys see this one? Go hunt warthogs in the savannah. 10 to 40%. You won't ever get anything else. Why did they even put that in the game? Your computer has cobwebs? Right, because the... going to console's not a bad move. Windows PCs are such a pain in the butt. I tried to get away from one time, but PC gaming is just that much superior. But with the Steam Deck, you can do PC gaming, right? And it's like a console. If it plays, it works, yeah. That's not bad. But I'm not going to be upgrading the PC anymore. I'm not doing a motherboard swap or anything like that. So when this one goes, I'll be transferring to Steam Deck fully, which will greatly limit what I can do. Unless I win the lottery or something. But the Steam Deck's great. You get a dock where all it is power and an HDMI cable. That's your dock. And then it's a USB-C that goes in the front. And the USB-C to the Steam Deck does video, charging, audio, and USB stuff all through the one little cable. And yeah, you just one USB-C and you're hooked up to any TV, and then just plug your keyboard and mouse into the thing, into the dock. That's all you have to do. You have your dock and you have your power HDMI and your mouse and keyboard hooked up to it. You simply just set the Steam Deck there and then plug the USB-C in and you're done. You have a PC wherever the dock is. And you can put these docks all over the house on every single screen. You just plunk there. There's your PC. And it's Linux, so you boot into desktop mode and you can do everything on the thing. It'll be Steam Deck 2.0, which will be the big one. Because the current ones are underpowered, right, for what they need to do. But what's going to save them is frame generation. So, I think that's the way to go these days. Seems to run good for you. I got a 5700X and RTX 3070. Wouldn't go to a console. I tried going to the console. They eventually make me mad because I don't do control like gamepads very well. I wasn't the generation that had, like, I grew up on gamepads. Well, not gamepads, but you know, consoles like SNES and stuff like that. But before the N64, which is the first one that really had the analog stick. Well, I guess the PlayStation did. Did the PS1 have the little analog sticks? I have a PS2 sitting right here, actually, in its original box. Sitting right, like, 2 feet beside me. It had the little sticks, right? But you never used them. I never used them. I always used the D-pad, right? So my thumbs were always trained on, SNES controllers. And it just just trained on D-pads. Alright? I don't have the thumbstick thing. What are these guys doing? Like, I have no, like, there's the generation behind me, right? So millennials and Gen Z? Yeah. Like, those guys can run the thumbsticks like a mouse. Like in a first-person shooter, they're better with thumbsticks than they are with a mouse. And those games like Call of Duty have aim assist on the game controller, and so they're running it as well as a mouse, but with aim assist. So they just do really well on gamepads. And I cannot do. Did you ever see that Viva La Dirt League or whatever the channel is, where the guy's making fun of console players? It's one of their big original hits. He comes over the corner and he's trying to line up a bow. Like it's like one of those games like PUBG or something like that. And he surprises this one guy and he's got the high ground and he's like, you're done for now. And the guy at the bottom of the hill is like, oh no, you've got me. And then he's lining up his bow. And so say the guy's this guy, he's like doing this. He's like, trying to line up his shot. And he's like, boom. He shoots it over here. And he's just like, you're done for now. And he's like, and he can't line it up on the guy. Anyway, that's me with a gamepad. I can't line anything up with those things. But I went to a console at one time because it just gets having driver problems and Windows problems and just all the different maintenance you got to do on PCs. Like, it's no wonder people switch to console, and I switched to console once because of that, and then I went back to PC gaming because I'm a big fan of modding, like having games with mod support and the flexibility of it all. But I won't be continuing to do it now that the Steam Deck's around. Like, after this PC, I don't think so. I can't imagine that I'm gonna fight with all the PC stuff when there's a Steam Deck, like Steam Deck 2.0 or whatever at that time. Like, this computer is probably gonna go a few more years, right? You got a 362, eh, with 12 gig. Yeah, 12 gig's fine. Because it's actually not required to have 16. It's a very big misconception on how much gigs games use. There's actually testing out there you can see. Where they compare performance between 12 gigs and 16 gigs of RAM. That's why systems are selling with 12, because it's imperceivable, the difference between 12, what the RAM that games use. A lot of it, not all of them, you know, like Flight Sim and stuff like that, but a lot of the games you can't tell the difference between 12 and 16. Also, a lot sell 12. And you got a 3062, so you basically got the same system as me. You got a better processor, though. Well, depending on how old the i7 is. But the i7s were great. You play Farm Sim. You only get 50 frames on FS22? Thought you'd get faster than that with a 3060. And an i7. Because it's not the RAM slowing you down. Nope, I just lost my... live stream chat. Get back here, chat. I'm not even doing Way of the Hunter stuff anymore. I'm talking to you guys. I'm pretty much winding it down anyways. There was a 4-star in here. These guys aren't that exciting, though. They spit out 5 stars all the time. And now we can see why. Look at that. There's tons of them that like, they got a huge graph, right? Like, there's a tall bar up near that 95% line. Use an Xbox controller in all games, not a keyboard guy. It depends on the game, like SnowRunner and stuff like that. Car games, I use the gamepad. I just can't do them for shooting games. Yeah, I use the D-pad out. Yeah, because our thumbs are all trained on the D-pad. And then if you're in my generation... Well, see, you would still do it, but, you know, the younger guys grew up all gamepads or thumbsticks, right? So they were all thumbsticks. So, I mean, if I grew up with thumbsticks, I'd be the same. But I grew up with, like, a Nintendo and an SNES controller. And, I mean, I was, like, amazing with that controller, right? Like, doing all the fancy moves and everything like that with just the D-pad. And, like, Street Fighter and stuff like that. But if you grew up on those thumbsticks, like, they're crazy good. Like, I don't stand a chance. I don't have the fine movement with the thumbs. Oh, the 370, but it's an only 8 gig card. So the 12 gig of RAM versus 16 gig of RAM is like an extremely minor difference when you actually look into it. But an 8 gig card versus a 12 gig card, that's a bigger difference, though. But it still wouldn't cause you a problem. A 3070 8 gig. I wonder what the benchmarks are in the 3070 8 gig versus the 3060 12 gig. Like, your card's probably still faster. Oh, it's a 13 gen i7. Yeah, that should be pretty decent. Yeah, your system's better than mine then. The processor's much better than mine. If you have a 13 generation i7. You should be getting more than 50 frames on Farm Sim, I would think. Oh, your age is 50. Oh, I was obviously reading it at your frame rate that you're getting on the game. Oh, at 50? Okay, I got it. I don't have my glasses on. There's the whole guy chat. Oh, yeah, no, an i7 13 gen with a 3060, yeah, you're not going to need anything, no. Yeah, you're fine. I wouldn't push any more than that either, because it's basically, it's a better system than what I'm using. You know what? I can't even remember what RAM I have. I have 16? I always assumed it might actually be a 12 gig system too, RAM. I don't even remember now. I remember they made a bunch of systems with just 12 gig. It was a big thing for a while. I can't actually remember. 12 or 16 anyways. But yeah, I looked into it once and anyways. The processor makes a big difference though. That i7 would be much better than my processor. Oh, 120 on it? Yeah. That would be right. 120 frames. I remember the Atari. Yep, I had the Atari too. Well, I didn't actually own the Atari. My cousin did. Played on the Atari. Everybody's 50. Barry 69. Yeah, see, and no wonder my channel has trouble. All it does is get the old guys. Old guys on it. Poor Bumbleboo channel. YouTube's like, this guy only gets old guys on his channel. We'll keep him as is. I always find that funny. I had a comment in the YouTube channel in the video right than this one. It must have been a young guy. He's like, the AI song, Clumsy River, right? He's like, that's cringe. And I just thumbs down it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's Gen Z and he's new here. Because any younger generation, I would be completely cringe for, like, everything I do. Like, it's not, I'm not supposed to be cool. But I found that funny because he's just like, that AI song's cringe. I'm like, well, it's not supposed to be, it's supposed to be funny. It's funny to, like, my generation, I think. But I'm like, oh, that's a Gen Z guy that's just stopped by the channel. Doesn't, he's new here. Doesn't understand. Old guy chat, yeah. Yeah, my analytics is funny on the channel. Oh well, we're gonna have to shut her down anyways. Because I'm gonna be missing an hour. So, yeah, to sort of sum it up. So the update comes out on Monday. Everybody enjoy the update. And you can leave comments or drop by the Discord with any information you find. So, I mean, it's a fine update. As you can see, there's some bugs in it. Once the floodgates open and a bunch of people get their hands on it. And then we're going to just see how many bugs there really are. Because right now, like, I think there isn't too many people in the early access that give feedback. Like, we're talking, like, less than a dozen or something like that. That actually, like, I think there's a bunch that have early access to it, but there's very few that actually, like, give feedback in it, in the Discord, so it'll be interesting to see, like, what people do with this. Oh, you're asking where everyone's from? I always forget where everyone's from. That's good old Ontario here. But okay, we're gonna turn her off. I'm gonna turn on the cringe, Clumsy River, because I like it. I think it's funny. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. And hopefully everybody has fun with the update. As far as channel stuff goes, I won't be streaming very much. I'll probably be doing random games here and there. I haven't quite figured it out, but I'll be around. You can always find me in the Way of the Hunter Discord. I kind of hang out there with the guys, so. Yep, thank you there. Hunt Pew Feast, yep. Thanks for stopping by. But we'll shut her down. And, yep. Let me know what you think of the update come Monday or whatever, if you have anything to add. So, well, actually, we'll just put the map up there. Put my cool little, moose. Where's my moose? There he is. Yeah, it's nice seeing you again, Al. Hopefully I can stream again. Sometime, we'll see. I'll figure stuff out. But take care, everybody. I'm gonna hit the tunes. And have a good one. See you later.
river left Hollywood for the wild. Beard and ranch from when he was a child. Chasing elk with a rifle in hand. Stumbles through the woods like quicksand. Short guy tries to hunt white-tailed deer. Trips over roots, can't see real clear. Crosses creeks with boots soaked through. Mud on his face, nothing he can do. Clumsy river falling down. In the woods he don't wear a crown. Gets the Jeep stuck on them rocks, screaming at the sky while the engine locks. Grandpa's lodge is his new home. A rustic field where the wild things roam. Bears roam free, ain't no joyride. He's all tangled up in that rustic pride. Short legs can't reach them pedals strong. Over the wheel, can't see that long. Jeep's a beast, river's just a pond. Lost in the wild with each new dawn. Clumsy river falling down. In the woods he don't wear a crown. Gets the Jeep stuck on them rocks, screaming at the sky while the engine locks.